Good morning, South. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance with members of the South community.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll hear more from them later in the show. Good morning once again, and welcome to the alumni edition of the Falcon Report for this Friday, the 7th of January, 2022, a day one. I'm Maya Alshiller-Pierce.
And I'm Hamid Abdul. As the end of the semester approaches, the end of a big technology class project is approaching as well. Let's turn to Manmeet Singh to hear all about it.
Working on this project these past few weeks, the 8th grade students in Mr. Edwin Fair's engineering technology classes assembled their own personal quiz boards. Before they got us started on the assembly process, the students got the opportunity to choose a personal interest to base their project on. From a student's favorite TV show to a quiz on celebrities, there was no limit to choosing. The students began with using cardboard and their personal computers to design the background of the board. Questions were created and put in a specific order printed on the board. 2 connected wires were then attached to either side. In order to properly match the question with its answers, students clipped the corresponding wires to bolts so anyone could determine the right answer themselves. If the wires you paired were linked, a small light bulb would glow, indicating that you were correct. A fun and hands-on learning experience for sure. For the Falcon Report, I'm Manmeet Singh.
On the topic of technology, the students of Mrs. Jeanette Azaretto's 7th grade science class worked on their circuit boards before the break. The students worked in teams and were able to select what kind of circuit they wanted to create with the options of parallel or series circuits. Once placed into groups, the students were equipped with their very own electronic snap circuits, manipulating a variety of objects to turn through the conduction of electricity. The instruction kit included an endless number of combinations that the group could choose from, wiring their circuits to connect their batteries to the device of their choice. Some teams were able to make a fan spin, some turned on a light, and some even turned on a radio. Using the power of electricity and their newfound knowledge of circuits, each group finally submitted their completed circuit board, finishing triumphantly with a number of creative combinations.
Students in Mr. Paul Brower's English 1 class enlightened themselves by analyzing songs and poetry. Using poem.org and other similar websites, classmates were to select a song and poem and then got to work comparing the two. After selecting their pieces, students then annotated and wrote a detailed summary for their poems and songs. Using these annotations as a basis, the class then organized their information and created PowerPoint presentations in order to effectively exhibit the song-poem connections and general contrasts and comparisons. While presentations were underway, the audience engaged in taking notes and writing reports on their takeaways from their literature showcases.
And so what I'm going to say, I don't think that...
Though it may not seem time yet, the course selection process for the 2022-2023 kicked off this week. A key upgrade to this process, elective promo videos are now available on Teams.
In the journalism course, you will develop and practice the skills in fact-checking, examining your social media footprint, and finding the truth beneath the surface in the early 21st century.
On each individual grade's DG team, students can learn all about the many options they have available to them, including some brand new courses.
If you are interested in learning the ins and outs of the guitar, musical processes, and analysis of guitar music, then taking a guitar class is the right path for you.
The videos are available under the Files tab.
Computer programming is a fun elective that will introduce you to basic programming concepts that you will use in creating a series of self-paced projects.
Cartooning and animation. In this half-year course, you will learn details and techniques on how to draw cartoons and comics.
Students are encouraged to check out the videos so they are aware of all the options available to make next year a good one.
It's a new year, and you know what that means.
New me?
Not just you, but all the South students. Zoe Miner had the chance to speak with some of them about their New Year's resolutions.
I'm here interviewing South students for this year's New Year's resolutions. What are some of your resolutions to start off this year strong?
One of my resolutions is to stop irritation by the assurance that nothing is worth irritation, and to be free and kindly to myself.
My New Year's resolution is to be a better me.
My New Year's resolution is to become a better player, a better student, and a better overall person.
My New Year's resolution is probably to create a better balance with the clubs that I'm doing, because I
try and do as much around the school as possible, but I do need to learn to take care of myself first.
A personal resolution of mine is to keep my friends close and just keep working hard.
My New Year's resolution is to do more acts of kindness and spread positivity as much as I can.
My New Year's resolution is to improve myself as a person and as an athlete.
Specifically, what are your academic resolutions?
Thanks. Probably doing better in school than I am now.
Going into the second semester, I hope to improve my studying habits.
Going to the second semester, I hope to improve my grades.
Academically, I would try to motivate myself to continue studying, even though the courses are just going to get harder and harder.
I'm going to try my best to go to extra help more, really push myself.
My New Year's resolution is to make Mr. Richmond proud and get a 5 on my AP.
So where do you see yourself in a year from now, and how do you plan to get there?
In a year, I see myself on the couch watching a movie with maybe shorter hair.
I think I see myself at a good school.
In a year from now, I hope to see myself in college, and I'll do that by graduating.
A year from now, I see myself trying to figure out what college I would want to go to.
Hopefully everyone can stick to their New Year's resolutions. Back to you.
For the break. But first, a bird's eye view of a sunset on South. The Falcon Report will be right back.
Your mission is to stop these kids from cutting glass. Failure is not an option. Now get to it.
Yes, sir. I got a lead. Meet me in the orchestra room now.
Really? An orchestra room?
I don't know, my confidant told me. See, look what I told you.
You're students! Hey, you guys just can't be cutting class.
Too busy studying.
Exams tomorrow.
So that's the reason. Well, boys, change your plans. Help these kids get the help they deserve. The teachers here are already more than willing to help.
Recently, the pandemic has continued to halt plans and change our daily routine.
2020 and now 2021 will forever be marked down in history books.
As far as we know it, this year will be no different.
However, we now know what to expect.
Mass vaccines and regulations, all these help to prevent the spread of COVID and keep the community safe.
Let's continue to stay safe, South. Only as a community can we start the year off stronger than ever before.
Before the start of the break, holiday festivities were all over the school, including some caroling. Let's hear more from Yajvin Debiru.
Embarking together at the start of 9th period, the Jedwoods decked the halls of the school with music. Aimed at spreading the holiday spirit, Jedwoods serenaded countless festive tunes. Jingle bells rang in the winter feeling, all while the Jedwoods' performance of Feliz Navidad conveyed jolliness throughout students and faculty. Before closing out their performances for the year, the group took a detour to the main, guidance, and PPS offices. Once there, the Jedwoods delivered a special performance of Carol of the Bells, delivering a merry introduction into the holiday break. Lots of festive fun. For the Falcon Report, I'm Yajvin Debiru.
I'm having some high hopes for some snow today.
Let's see if Brandon Gorsami can deliver some snowy news.
Brandon?
I don't know if the news can be snowy, but expect snow to last until mid-morning today. Temperatures today and during the weekend will have highs in the 30s and lows in the 20s. It should be breezy with approximately 3 to 6 inches of snow today. Saturday will feature sun while Sunday will be wetter, but this time not the snow kind of wet. Enjoy the first measurable snowfall of the year and stay safe, South.
Winter Track has continued to push through their winter season this week.
Kibwe Basteo is here to tell us the updates.
Kibwe?
Thanks, guys. The track team had a running start into this week's meet, the last crossover of the year. The boys track team had a stellar performance, with the 1,000 being run by senior Jaden Sampson, who came in second place with Joshua Osai coming right behind him. The 300 came right after, with junior Julian Woodley and Jason Gutierrez running the race. Julian Woodley had a time of 39.31 seconds, and Jason Gutierrez had a time of 39.56 seconds, placing first and second respectively. On the girls' side of the action, the 300 meters was run by senior Nia Anju coming in first place, with junior Melissa Gay following her. And that's sports.
That's all for this edition of the Falcon Report. For Maya Schuler-Pierce, I'm Hamid Abdul.
Have a great weekend, South.